And now, BillyCBoxing.com presents Thumbs Up, Thumbs Down with Billy C. Here he is, Billy C.
Thank you, Jeremy. We're coming at you from the Billy C studio in Lake George, New York. I'm Bill Calogero, and it's time for BillyCBoxing.com's Professional Boxing's Thumbs Up and Thumbs Down for today, August 13th, in the year 2012. Just a quick reminder, don't forget about the Talking Boxing with Billy C. Hey, Porky. Don't forget about the Talking Boxing with Billy C. radio show and television show. We air every single day, Monday through Friday, from 5:30 to 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. You could check it out right on BillyCBoxing.com live. Or you could be cool and get yourself the premium podcast subscription. It's only $15 for the year. The beauty of that is you can listen to the show whenever you want, wherever you want, whether you're driving, working out, maybe dropping the kids off, maybe when you're cooking. I don't know, man. You can watch or listen to it whenever you want. If you don't want the podcast and you don't want to wake up early, then check your local radio listings, because we're on radio stations throughout the United States and Canada. We're on the Fight Now television network, so make sure you got that in your sports channel lineup. And we're soon to be on some other networks as well, so check it out, especially LDL TV, maybe even YouTube, wherever. You can get the show anyway. All right. Anywhere. All right. Thumbs up, thumbs down for today. First, we're going to go to thumbs up. Thumbs up to Brian Vera for beating one of the most boring and overrated fighters in the history of the sport. Yes, he is, man. Sergio Mora. Listen, I know everybody knows Sergio Mora from the time he was with the Contender Series. But, man, can you really tell me one fight that this guy was interesting in? I mean, come on, man. The guy was boring. Yes, he's got some great defensive skills, but he's boring with a capital B. You know, I can't stand watching fighters that just have there's no pizzazz behind them. And I was so happy to see Brian Vera beat him. And, by the way, this was for the second time. Sergio Mora thought that the first time was a fluke. He cried foul, he cried robbery, he cried this, he cried that. Now he's just crying because the scores were one-sided, all in the favor of Brian Vera. Brian Vera improves to 21 wins, 6 losses, 12 coming by knockout. And Sergio Mora drops to 23-3-2 with only 7 knockouts. The Latin Snake is nothing but a gardener snake this morning. So thumbs up to Brian Vera. Thumbs up to Britain's Anthony Joshua for winning the gold in the super heavyweight division. That's the division most of us all like to watch, aside from the middleweight division. And he beat my Italian buddy, Roberto Camerali, in a fight that really could have went either way. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm giving Anthony Joshua the thumbs up today for coming home with the gold. But in my opinion, I don't know if he even should have gotten that W. The way the amateur scoring system is regardless of the fact that he dominated round 3, he had lost both the first 2 rounds. So how did he possibly win? Nonetheless, even though the Italians protested the score, it was upheld. Therefore, Anthony Joshua gets the gold. So congratulations to him and to Britain. And finally, thumbs up. Now, don't get mad, but thumbs up to the IBF for letting Lamont Peterson keep the title. Now, here's why. I believe that they educated themselves before they made a decision, something that the WBA did not do. The WBA was greedy, and the WBA was concerned with making a sanctioning fee, so they decided to strip Lamont Peterson very quickly and give the belt back to Amir Khan, so he was just in time to defend it against Danny Garcia, and therefore the WBA made some money on sanctioning fees. The IBF, on the other hand, didn't really go the greed route. Not that they don't in the past, not that they haven't in the past, I should say, but they didn't do it this time. And what they did this time was they hired an expert to evaluate the 2 tests. The test that Vera put out that showed us that Lamont Peterson tested positive for testosterone, a level of testosterone in his system. We later found out it was prescribed by a doctor. But the bottom line was the amount and the number that it tested, what that result showed. And in the experts' opinions that the IBF had hired, that level of testosterone that was implanted in Lamont Peterson would not have made any difference in the performance should he have went through with the fight in May. And they also believe, assuming that he had the same levels in the system for the fight in December, which he won the title, that it would not have made a difference. Therefore, the IBF ruled to let him keep his title. So therefore, I give them a thumbs up. Not that I'm supporting any, and I'm not even suggesting any kind of foul play. I'm just giving a thumbs up to the IBF for actually taking the time to educate themselves and get somebody that's a little more experienced in what they were dealing with other than themselves and their own doctors on staff. So there's why I'm giving the IBF a thumbs up. Now, thumbs down, with that said, I immediately go back to giving the IBF now a thumbs down. Why? Because this time, for like the WBC, given the illusion that they are boxing or that they can make a decision. Yes, they ruled that Lamont Peterson is still their champion in the junior welterweight division. However, they also said that now Lamont has to fight Zab Judah, and the truth of the matter is Lamont Peterson's got several other hurdles to jump over before he's able to even get back in the ring. The first being he's got to get his license back. He's suspended, and he's got to convince the Nevada State Athletic Commission that he is worthy of fighting and that he did not do any wrongdoing. So the IBF should have said, yes, he's still our champion, and now we're going to wait what the commission say before they make any mandatory fight, which they have already announced, that the fight with Lamont Peterson and Zab Judah has to take place pretty quickly. So thumbs down. First a thumbs up for the IBF, now a thumbs down. Thumbs down goes to Amir Khan. Why? Because he started crying again. Listen, Amir Khan acted very unprofessionally when he lost the fight. Then when Lamont Peterson got, tested positive, he wanted his belt back. He didn't care that he wasn't going to win it in the ring. And I was criticized for saying that you need to win the title in the ring and all that stuff. Then he got his ass kicked. I mean, Danny Garcia knocked him out. And he was humble for a while. People are actually giving him more credit and giving him more attention for being humble than they were giving Danny Garcia for being the one that knocked him out. Now, he sees another opening, and he's crying and complaining again. And he's accusing the IBF and Lamont Peterson for being juiced up there. He's accusing the IBF for supporting cheaters and all that. This was a small level, plus it was prescribed. Was it right? No. But I give a thumbs down to Amir Khan. He should just regroup and come back as a new Amir Khan. To me, he's nothing but a crybaby. Thumbs down goes to Latif Coyote. It's just kind of a weird situation. We were just talking about it on the show. But Latif Coyote, we all know that he's got this screw loose. Okay, let's be real. He's got a screw loose. Now, apparently, he was in a sparring session with Malik Scott. And following it, one of his trainers, not Freddie Roach, but one of his trainers, Jesse Arivello, made a comment to him as he was taking his gloves off. And it didn't sit too well with Latif Coyote. And as a result, Latif Coyote went over and smacked and literally punched Arivello. Now, with the nature of the sport of boxing, as a trainer, a father figure, a guy that you're working with, you got to know that you're training these fighters to do what you tell them. And to say something that you know is going to get under their skin or whatever is not too professional on Arivello's place. Now, was it right for Latif Coyote to hit him? Absolutely not. It was 100% wrong. However, I also believe that it was also 100% wrong for Jesse to run to the police and press criminal charges against Latif Coyote. To me, that was a punk act. I think it was a snitch act. And if you're going to be in the sport of boxing and you're going to provoke someone to do something, you got to be there. Now, if he broke his nose, he broke his face, he laid him out, he put him in a coma, something like that, different story. But that's not what the reports are. The reports are that he gave him a good shot, people broke it up, and then Jesse ran to the police. To me, thumbs down to him and to Latif Coyote for both being really stupid. And finally, my last thumbs down goes to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's been reported that he's missed not one, not two, not three, but 4 days of training. 4 in a row. It's not because he was sick, not because he had other things to do, not because he was getting lucky with his girlfriend. You know why? Because he didn't feel like going. You got to give thumbs down to a kid. I don't care how old he is. I don't care what he's missed out on. The bottom line is this. He's supposed to be preparing for the biggest fight of his career. It's a career-defining fight. It's a world title fight that really has title implications, not this bogus trinket that most fighters fight for. This is a huge fight, biggest one of his career. He should be in training 100%. My thumbs down goes to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., but it opens up another question. And when you see what happened to Latif Coyote, we saw that what's going on with Amir Khan. We see the decline in Manny Pacquiao, and now we see Julio Cesar Chavez not showing up to training. I have to begin to question Freddie Roach. Is he losing control? Is this guy losing control of his fighters? It certainly looks that way. Anyway, thumbs down to Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. That concludes our thumbs up, thumbs down for today. Make sure you stick around and come around, I should say, tomorrow for our version of thumbs up, thumbs down. See you tomorrow. Ciao, baby.